Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of A Piece of New York. Today, we find ourselves in Bushwick, Brooklyn, and we're going to one of the most famous pizzerias in all of the Big Apple and a personal favorite of the director since she first came here in 2017. Roberta's opened its doors in 2008 and was meant to be a local watering hole where people could come, enjoy drinks, and have a great time with one another. They quickly became a pizza powerhouse, becoming one of the best pizzerias in all of New York City, earning a Michelin star. And on top of that, in 2012, the Clintons dined here during a fundraiser. Now, owner Brandon Hoy credits the backbone to the pizzeria being the ovens that they cook their pizzas in, but also Chef Carlo Marinacci says that it really also has to do with the fresh ingredients that they cook all their pizzas with and the focus to make sure that every single customer has the best pizza possible when they order a pizza from Roberta's. So let's go inside, check it out, see what they're all about. First impression, this place really personifies the Bushwick section of Brooklyn. You're outside, you're kind of walking up, and it almost looks like it's a warehouse. And you come inside, and it has this industrial vibe in here, but it's very welcoming. You can see the pizziolas making the pizza right over here. And on top of that, everyone in here just seems to be enjoying themselves. I have to say this, I know this is a quote-unquote first impression, but I am very excited right now because last time we came here, I had such a tremendous experience. The pizza was some of the best that I've ever had in the city. What they're really known for is bringing that Neapolitan style to New York City and starting that craze back in 2008. It's really between them and Kese, but overall, it's just Roberta's is one of the cool places in New York that if you've never been to, you definitely have to try and come check out. Also, there's an inside and an outside. One of the things that you are going to notice when you do come here is there's also a Tiki Bar. They've been having Tiki parties since 2013, which really brought this place also to life. People would come here, they'd have a DJ playing, they'd be partying it, having these Tiki parties. So even though this is such a, almost like, it was a deserted industrial area, now this area is starting to pop off because Roberta's. It's almost like a place to be. It's definitely just a place that you can come here, expect to have a great time, great food, and enjoy good company. All right, we went big. We have 3 hot pizzas coming out of the oven. We have the Axel Rosenberg with tomato, mozzarella, sopressata, garlic, jalapeno. We also have the 4 Emperors, which is a cheese-based pizza. It's going to be a white pie with arrabbiata, mozzarella, ricotta, capra con pepe, asiago, and some sesame seed drizzled on there as well. And then I had to get that famous Beesting with tomato, mozzarella, sopressata, basil, chili, and honey. First up, we have the Axel Rosenberg. And when this pie was thrown on our table by the waitress, you could automatically smell how spicy it was. So that jalapeno, I have a feeling it's going to be a dominating flavor, but also with the spiciness of the sopressata, I mean, you just know it's really going to, I got to have that glass of water ready. So here we go. Cheers. Fighting themselves on fresh ingredients. The flavor of the mushroom was just absolutely fantastic. Felt like it tasted like it was picked just right out of the garden. The jalapeno, though it was spicy, had a nice crispy texture to it. And then it wasn't overpowering, and then the sopressata had a juiciness to it as well. What you're going to notice is the amazingness of the dough that they do have here. The base of a pizza always comes from the crust, and this crust is amazing. So this first slice, the Axel Rosenberg, definitely love it. Has a ton of flavor with the mushrooms, the jalapenos, the sopressata all coming in one. Did not go wrong when we ordered this one. 2 thumbs up for that. Next up, the 4 Emperors. I absolutely love a white pie. Even though this is a white pie, you'll also notice that does have some tomato sauce splashed on there as well. The tomato sauce, the arrabbiata, it is very garlic based, so it's definitely going to have some sharpness to this pie. Ooh, all of it just looks so good though. As delicious as the other one did look, I'm picking up this one and it's already making my mouth water. Cannot wait. Here we go. Wow, that is good. I know in the first impression I said that I was so excited because we had such a tremendous experience back in 2017. Back to back, both of these guys just knocked it out of the park. This pie right here, we just have the creaminess of the cheese on top of that, the sharpness of the tomato sauce, which also added a hint of sweetness as well. But that garlic really added that extra kick because it is a white pie and it's cooked a little bit quicker than the tomato-based pies. It had a much more soft crust on the bottom. But I love this. I love this pizza. If you're looking for something that has some oomph to it, some sharpness to it, and then also will make your mouth water with the gooiness or the delicious, I have to say, creaminess of the cheese, you're going to want to get the Four Emperors because this one was fantastic. I loved it. Last is the Beesting. One of the things that Roberta's is known for, and they like to claim that they were the originators of this. I'm not sure if this is true, but adding honey to meat-based pizzas that are really spicy, so you have that contrast of the spiciness and the sweetness in a pizza. I can't remember if I got this last time, but it's definitely something I was really looking forward to because I love meat-based pizzas, and I also love this. I also have a sweet tooth, so let's see how this bad boy tastes. Cheers. So as soon as this hit my mouth, I could taste the sweetness of the honey, which is so good. On top of that, this was a very savory pizza. The juiciness of the soppressata that was on here was like another level. And then you have the spiciness of the chili. So you have this explosion of flavors all wrapped up in this delicious, soft pizza crust bread that is just phenomenal. I mean, when you come here, you're expected to have a good pizza. Today, they hit their mark. And it's been a while since I feel like I've come to a pizza place and been like, oh, wow, they knocked out of the park. I'm fully impressed. I definitely remember why. I love this place so much. So Roberta's, way to go. And one more thing also, when you come here, they have house-made chili oil as well that you can add to the pizzas. I always recommend having chili oil, at least not with the pizza, then have it with the crust. That way you can dip your crust in it as well. Roberta's house-made chili oil. I'm going to add it to this guy. So I will say this, I just add the chili oil. I do love chili oil. This is so spicy, I couldn't even taste the chili oil. So maybe it's on there already, maybe it's not, but don't skip out on chili oil when they offer it to you. Well, folks, that concludes our day here in Bushwick, and I have to say, it was another tremendous day to grub on some delicious pizza. Roberta's, you absolutely knocked it out of the park, and I loved it. If I'm ranking them from 1 to 3, I have to go number 1. Love the Beesting. So savory, so salty, so juicy, and then the sweetness that it also had as well just made it a phenomenal pizza. Number 2, I got to go with the Four Emperors, and then number 3 was that Axel Rosenberg. But those two, I would almost say they're interchangeable. It almost depends on the mood because I loved the sharpness, garlic flavor of the Four Emperors. And then with the Axel Rosenberg, there was just so many flavors coming together with the jalapenos, the mushrooms, as well as the soppressata. It just added to a wonderful savory delight that came with the Axel Rosenberg. One thing that I did observe since the last visit in 2017 was that the crust was slightly different. It didn't really have what I would call the true Neapolitan style where it's fluffy. This style was more New York Neapolitan, where it was closer to the Grimaldi style or the Giuliana style, where it still had a very light crust, but it was more crispy on the end, on the outer edges, and not as light and doughy, if you will. And from over here at A Piece of New York, we just want to say thank you for the views. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you enjoyed the content, give us a subscribe. Hope you have a great day and a better week, y'all. Take it easy. Bye-bye.